Hello. Hi, guys. It's Dr. Dana. I'm here today for this week's newsletter. I've had a few brand new cancer patients just recently. And so I want to revisit the topic of what can prevent cancer. Why? Because I always want to give you lots of education, lots of truth bombs, lots of little things that you can use in your everyday life to have your best health and never have to worry about getting a cancer scare, okay? So first of all, let's just have a little bit of a general information on what feeds cancer and cancer overgrowth in our bodies. One, sugar. Sugar is the biggest thing that feeds cancer. So if you have a sugar addiction, get control over it. Number two, inflammation. Inflammation can really feed all sorts of disease in our bodies. So if we have uncontrolled inflammation, then we're going to want to find the root cause and bring that down. Number three, high stress. A high stress lifestyle can definitely feed cancer growth. Okay, now I want to talk to you about a few things that in everyday life we can avoid. Things that have been known to feed cancer or add to the toxic load in our bodies, okay? Because we know sugar feeds cancer. We know toxins of all type feed cancer, right? Chemical toxin overload, heavy metal overload, all of those things feed cancer. So we wanna try our best to limit things that up our toxic load, okay? So some things we wanna avoid. Any unnecessary prescription drugs. Are you on a prescription every single day that you might not need to be on, that you could find an alternative to help with that symptom, right? So some examples of those would be overuse of antibiotics. Do we run to the urgent care every single time we have a little minor cold and a sore throat and get an antibiotic? That's an overuse of antibiotic. That's a no-no, right? Because that messes up and disrupts a lot of your immune system properties, and we need a good, strong immune system if we don't want cancer overload in our body. Okay, number two, antihistamines. Are we on an antihistamine every single day? And what could we do to bring the histamines down internally? And keep in mind, guys, I have a histamine boot camp that has successfully gotten a lot of patients off antihistamines and helped them take down their prescription or over-the-counter drug everyday use, okay? The third one is birth control. Do you need to be on any kind of synthetic hormone for hormone balancing or for making sure you don't have a baby? There are so many great hormone-free alternatives that do not feed any cancer growth, that are not a class A carcinogen that cause hormonal-based cancers. We don't need to be on those every single day. Next would be ibuprofen. Do we overuse ibuprofen or Tylenol, right? Both of them. But ibuprofen is known to do the same thing as antibiotics to the gut lining, disrupts your absorption of nutrients, disrupts your immune system through your gut, and takes away happy brain chemicals. We want to be healthy, happy, and have long-term vitality, and taking ibuprofen all the time disrupts that. So these are just a couple tips for you guys. Also, it matters if you catch things early. If you ever feel like you need to turn things around, then do a paleo diet for 2 months. Get into a really good exercise plan. Those are just some lifestyle tips. Prioritize restorative sleep, right? Making sure you're getting enough sleep. Because here's the deal, guys. When you're exercising, you're flooding your body with oxygen. Oxygen in your bloodstream is very healing, and cancer cannot survive in an oxygenated environment. So what can you do that adds oxygen? Greens every day, exercise every day, right? So oxygen is always a good thing. Exercise gives you the oxygen. Eating a paleo diet is anti-inflammatory, brings down all your inflammation and gets you off sugar. So it gets you off two things that feed cancer growth. And then with exercise is a natural antidepressant. Exercise releases endorphins and makes you happy, right? So whenever you have happy vibes over here anti-inflammatory over here, flooding the body with oxygen over here, you're going to have an environment that does not feed cancer growth. Okay, good. I hope these tips help. I'm going to put my favorite daily green supplement as the product of the week in this newsletter, BioGreen. If you take BioGreen every day, it definitely can flood your bloodstream with oxygen, helps clean out unnecessary toxins, gives you happy brain chemicals, gives you all your daily nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and enzymes, and it's just a good everyday supplement to take if you're worried about this kind of thing. All right, guys, I hope I gave you lots of info. Have a beautiful week. Come visit me in the clinic if you ever feel like you need to turn something around. Bye, guys.